Hi everyone, so welcome to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss the third Roman of exercise 3b of 1b straight lines chapter of APTS and NCERT Telugu Academy textbook, right? So in the previous videos we have discussed the remaining problems, so Roman number 1 and 2. So if you haven't watched, so please go through that. Now in this video we are going to discuss the third Roman first question. So what he has given: a straight line passing through A. So there is a point A minus 2 comma 1. So a straight line is passing through that point and makes an angle of 30 degrees with the OX. So OX line means it is nothing but x-axis in the positive direction. So find the points on the straight line whose distance from A is 4 units. Right, so this is the given question. So first of all we need to understand this question. So what are the things that are given? So a point A minus 2 comma 1 is given, through which it is passing and it is making 30 degrees angle with the positive direction of x-axis. That means inclination is given. Next is asking you to find the points on the straight line whose distance from A is 4 units. So distance means you need to consider it as R. So where will you get R? So here a point is given, inclination is given, and a distance is also given. That means we need to make use of parametric form. So parametric form if you use, you can find out those points, right? Now let us see how this figure looks. So this is nothing but my x-axis and this is some point A minus 2 comma 1 and the inclination is given as 30 degrees. Next we need to find out 2 points, so which are lying on this line and at a distance of 4 units. That means you can consider a point here and one more point will be on its opposite side because the distance should be same. So we need to find out these 2 points. To find those 2 points, so we need to go with the parametric form, right? So how to solve this problem? So let us see. So a point is given on the line which is nothing but A minus 2 comma 1. So we will be representing those vertices as x1 comma y1. Next we are given with theta. So theta is nothing but the inclination. Theta is equal to 30 degrees. Next he has given the distance. So distance is nothing but represented by R. So which is nothing but 4 units. Now going on with the parametric form. So what is parametric form? X is equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta. The same way y is equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. So if you want to represent this as direct point, directly you can write it as x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta as a ordered pair. Okay. Now substituting the values, x1 is minus 2 plus or minus, what is r here? So r is 4 into cos 30 degrees. So on simplifying this, so minus 2 plus or minus 4 into, what is the value of cos 30? So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So in 2 table 4 gets cancelled 2 times. Then what I am left with? Minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 3. Sorry, it is 2 root 3. So I got the values of x as minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 3. The same way y value 1 plus or minus r is 4 into sin 30. So this value is sin 30 degrees. So the value of sin 30 is, so 1 plus or minus 4 into sin 30 value is 1 by 2. So this 2 in 4 table it cancels 2 times. So I will be getting 2 values for y also. So 1 plus or minus 2. Now since we will be getting 2 points, so those 2 points are obtained by considering plus 1 time and minus 1 time, right? From that the first point is obtained when you consider plus. So when you consider plus, this becomes minus 2 plus 2 root 3. So this is my x coordinate and y coordinate is 1 plus 2, which gives me 3. Or so other point, when I consider minus, then what will you have? Minus 2 root 3 comma 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So these 2 points are obtained when we consider plus once and minus the other time, right? So these two are nothing but the points which are at a distance of 4 units from that given point A and on that straight line. Next, moving on to the second question. So this second question is also the same way, but here he did not give the inclination. Find the points on the line 3x minus 4y is minus 1 is equal to 0, which are at a distance of 5 units. So this 5 units is nothing but my r, and this is nothing but my point. Now he is asking you to find the points. Now let us see what are the things that are given. So he has given r is equal to 5 units, and next point. So point is given as 3 comma 2. So this point 3 comma 2 I can write it as x1 comma y1. Now I require theta value, right? I require theta value, then I can proceed with the problem. But to find out the theta, here we don't have any theta given, but we are given with a line equation. So 3x minus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. If we have a line equation, then directly we can find out the value of theta, because by finding the slope of the given line we can directly get the value, right? So this gives me minus 3 by minus 4, which is nothing but 3 by 4. So here m is nothing but tan theta. So from this we are going to get the value of theta. So for that, what we should do, we should draw a right angle triangle with theta. Then 3 by 4 means this is 3 by 4. Automatically I know that this is a Pythagorean triplet. So 3, 4, 5. Now from this triangle I can write sin theta is equal to 3 by 5 and cos theta is equal to 4 by 5. So we got the values of sin theta and cos theta, which we are going to use here. Okay. Now what is the formula? So parametric form, x is equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Now from this, when I substitute the values, x1 is 3 plus or minus r value is 5 into cos theta value already we have found. So 4 by 5, 5 gets cancelled. Now I can write it as 3 plus or minus 4. The same way here also, y1 is 2 plus or minus 5 into sin theta value is 3 by 5. Now this 5 gets cancelled. Again I am going to get two values here. So what are the values? 3 plus 4 is 7, or 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So these are nothing but the values of x. The same way here also, 2 plus 3 is 5, or 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So from this clearly the points are x comma y is equal to 7 comma 5 corresponding values we need to consider, or the same point is minus 1 comma minus 1. So these are nothing but the points which are at a distance of 5 units from that point 3 comma 2. Next, moving on to one more question. So a straight line whose inclination with the positive direction of x-axis measured in the anti-clockwise sense is pi by 3 makes positive intercept on y-axis. Makes a positive intercept on y-axis. That means you can easily understand the figure. So this is nothing but my x-axis and this is my y-axis. And what is saying? It is making pi by 3 angle. So pi by 3 angle means the line will look like this. So this is nothing but my pi by 3. He has given the inclination here. Okay. Next he has given if the straight line is at a distance of 4 units from the origin. So this is the origin and it is at a distance of 4 units. So at a distance of 4 units means that he has given perpendicular distance. So where can you get perpendicular distance? So perpendicular distance is obtained in normal form. Now to find out the line equation, so what should we do? So we need to make use of the normal form here. But in normal form, so what is the angle? So what is normal form first? Now what are the things that are given? First we are going to write it. So theta is given as pi by 3 and the distance, perpendicular distance means p is given as 4 units, right? So to make use of normal form we need to find the value of alpha, right? So what is alpha? So alpha is nothing but the angle made by the perpendicular ray with the x-axis, right? That means, so what is the angle that we are going to have here? So it is nothing but the perpendicular ray which makes an angle with the x-axis. So that means this angle we need to consider here. So what is this angle? So how to find that angle? So already we know this is 90 degrees and this is 60 degrees. So 90 plus 60 is my exterior angle, right? So that means this is my 150 degrees. So clearly alpha is equal to, so what is the value of alpha? So alpha is equal to 150 degrees. Okay, now directly applying the normal form. So equation of line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p. Now substituting the values, so x into cos 150 degrees, so x into cos 150 degrees plus y into sin 150 degrees is equal to p is nothing but 4. Now from this x into cos 150, so cos 150 means cos of 90 plus 60 degrees, next plus y into sin of 90 plus 60 degrees. Then what I am going to have, so 150 means second quadrant, no? So in second quadrant cos is negative, that means x into, so this 90 changes cos as minus sin, so minus sin 60 degrees plus y into, so since in second quadrant sin is positive, so positive remains as positive, this 90 changes sin as cos, so this becomes cos 60 is equal to 4. Now x into minus sin 60 is minus root 3 by 2 plus y into cos 60 value, the value of cos 60 is 1 by 2 is equal to 4. So when I take LCM and transpose that, then I can write it as minus root 3x plus y is equal to 8. Now when I transpose everything to the right hand side, then I can write this as root 3x minus y plus 8 is equal to 0. So the answer is root 3x minus y plus 8 is equal to 0 is my line equation, right? Moving on to the next question. So a straight line L is drawn through a point A 2, 1 such that its points of intersection with the straight line x plus y is equal to 9 is at a distance of 3 root 2 from A. So find the angle with which the line L makes with the positive direction of x-axis. So he is asking the inclination. So first of all, so what is this line x plus y is equal to 9? How it will be? So it looks like this, right? So this is nothing but my x plus y is equal to 9. So clearly it meets my x-axis is 9, 0 and at here 0, 9. So clearly these two distances are equal. So we can say that it is 45 degrees and 45 degrees. But he did not ask that, right? He has given a straight line L is drawn through a point A 2, 1. So for suppose let us consider this point E as A. Now such that it's a point of intersection with the straight line. So a line is drawn through this point, so which meets my line at this particular point, and this distance is given as 3 root 2 centimeters, and this point is given as 2, 1. So this is my point 2, 1 and it is at a distance of 3 root 2 from the line x plus y is equal to 9. Now this is my line equation L. Now he is asking you to find this angle. So this angle theta I need to find. Okay, so for that what I am going to make use of is, here since the distance is given, so we are going to make use of that parametric form. Here we are considering this angle as theta. So what are the things that are given? Now let us see all the things. So I am given with a point 2, 1. So let this be x1, y1, and next distance r is given. So r is given as 3 root 2 units. Okay, then using parametric form I can say x is equal to x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Okay, when I substitute the values, so 2 plus or minus r is nothing but 3 root 2 into theta, since we don't know, so let it be cos theta. Next y is equal to y1 means, so 1 plus or minus r is nothing but 3 root 2 sin theta. Now if you observe clearly, So this x comma y. So this x comma y are at a distance of 3 root 2, no? That means this particular point of intersection is nothing but that x comma y. So this x comma y lies on line L as well as lies on x plus y is equal to 9. That means this 2 plus or minus 3 root 2 cos theta, 1 plus or minus 3 root 2 sin theta should satisfy the line x plus y is equal to 9. Okay. So since this particular point x comma y is at a distance of 3 root 2 units from this particular line, that means what we can say, that particular point lies on both the lines. That is nothing but my point of intersection. So my point of intersection will be of this form: 2 plus or minus 3 root 2 cos theta, 1 plus or minus 3 root 2 sin theta. So here I am going to consider the positive thing. Okay, I am going to consider the point as x comma y is equal to positive thing. So which is nothing but 2 plus 3 root 2 cos theta, comma 1 plus 3 root 2 sin theta. So this particular point lies on x plus y is equal to 9 as well as and L also. Since we don't know line L, so we need to find it out. So for that, what I am going to do, I am substituting in this line equation x plus y is equal to 9. So when I substitute this value, this becomes 2 plus 3 root 2 into cos theta plus 1 plus 3 root 2 into sin theta is equal to 9. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. So when I transpose that 3 and taking 3 root 2 as common in these two terms, I can write it as 3 root 2 into cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 9 minus 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. So from this, cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 6. I can write it as 2 into 3 by this 3 root 2. I am going to transpose this side. So this becomes 3 by 3 root 2. So this 3 gets cancelled. This 2 in root 2 I can cancel it. So I can cancel it root 2 times, because 2 I can write as root 2 into root 2 by root 2. So this root 2 gets cancelled. Hence the answer is root 2. So cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root 2. So cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root 2 is possible when theta is equal to 45 degrees. When theta is equal to 45 degrees, cos theta plus sin theta is equal to root 2, which is nothing but 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 gives me root 2, right? Hence from this, what I can say, the line L makes an angle of 45 degrees with the positive direction of x-axis. The same way, if you want, you can do it in by substituting with minus. So then you are going to get the opposite side. So theta will be heading on the opposite direction, but he has given in the positive direction of x-axis. So clearly theta will be my 45 degrees, right? Next, moving on to question number 5. So in this question, a straight line L with negative slope passes through the point 8, 2 and cuts positive coordinate axis at P and Q. So find the minimum value of OP plus OQ as L varies, where O is the origin. So we need to find out the minimum value of OP plus OQ, right? Now let us see how this line looks. So this is my coordinate axis, and what he has given, so it is making negative slope. So negative slope means it is making obtuse angle in the anticlockwise direction of positive x-axis, and it is passing through the point 8, 2 and cuts positive coordinate axis at P, Q. So this is nothing but my point P and this is point Q, and is asking you to find out the minimum value of OP plus OQ, right? Let us see this question. So first of all, what he has given, negative slope, no, that means the slope is less than 0. So M is less than 0, and next he has given it is passing through a point x1, y1, which is nothing but 8, 2, right? So when you are having a point and a slope, then you can write, they can make an use of point slope form. By using that, we are going to write down the equation of this line. So equation of the line is given by y minus y1. So which is nothing but 2 is equal to m into x minus x1. So what is x1 here? It is 8. Now from this, on simplification, how can I write this as mx minus y minus 8m plus 2 is equal to 0, right? So I have transposed this whole thing to the right hand side. So m into x is mx, m into minus 8 is minus 8m, this plus y becomes minus y, minus 2 becomes plus 2. So this is nothing but my line equation. So what is my line equation? Mx minus y minus 8m plus 2. So this is my constant term, and these are nothing but x and y terms. Now what he has given, OP and OQ. So this OP is nothing but my length of x intercept, and OQ is nothing but my length of y intercept. So if I want OP, so what I can do? So I need to find out x intercept. So for x intercept, simply keep y is equal to 0. So put y is equal to 0, then what will happen? X is equal to, so that is nothing but OP. So OP is equal to this minus 8m plus 2. If I transpose 8m minus 2, so this becomes 8m minus 2 divided by m. Now this I can write it as 8 minus 2 by m. So I got the value of OP. Next, moving on to OQ value. So to find out OQ value, what I should do? I need to put x is equal to 0. Since OQ is the length of y intercept, so for that I need to substitute x is equal to 0. When I substitute x is equal to 0, then I am going to get, so directly minus y plus, so minus y minus 8m plus 2 is equal to 0. Directly I can transpose minus y, it becomes plus y. So what is the answer? So length of y intercept is 2 minus 8m. So it is 2 minus 8m, right? Now what is he asking? The minimum value of OP plus OQ. So he is asking the minimum value of OP plus OQ. So since here we are going to find out the minimum value of sum of two things, that means we can make use of AM-GM inequality. AM-GM inequality. So what is AM-GM inequality? Arithmetic mean and geometric mean. So from that, what I can say, by AM-GM inequality, we can say AM is always greater than or equal to GM, right? So to find the minimum value, we are going to make use of AM-GM inequality. So what is AM-GM inequality means? If you are having two terms A and B, then their AM will be greater than or equal to square root of AB. So A plus B by 2 is greater than or equal to root AB. So if AB are two terms, then their average is greater than or equal to their geometric mean, right? Here the same way, what I am going to do, here we are having OP and OQ, no? So from this I can say OP plus OQ by 2 is greater than or equal to square root of OP into OQ. So OP plus OQ by 2 is greater than or equal to square root of OP into OQ. Now substituting the values. So here I am writing OP plus OQ by 2 is greater than or equal to square root of, what is OP? OP already I have found, 8 minus 2 by m into, what is OQ? So OQ is 2 minus 8m. So it is 2 minus 8m. So what I am going to get here? 2 minus 8m. So when I multiply these two values, what I am going to get? So this is nothing but square root of 8 2s are 16. So 8 into minus 8m minus 64m. So 8 into, sorry, so instead of taking these terms, so directly, first of all we are going to find out the value of OP. So here we are not going to have, so we can't remove those variables. So for that, what I am going to do is, first of all we are going to find out the value of OP plus OQ. So based on that, we are going to apply the AM-GM inequality. So what is the value of OP plus OQ? So OP plus OQ is nothing but 8 minus 2 by m plus 2 minus 8m. So 8 minus 2 by m plus 2 minus 8m. Now on simplifying this, what I am going to get? 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 2 by m minus 8m, right? So here OP plus OQ is a 10 minus of this, right? Already m is negative now. Since m is negative, that means negative of negative will be positive, negative of negative will be positive. That means minus 2 by m is positive, minus 8 by m is also positive term. Now since this is a number, so for this no need of applying am genuine inequality. So for these two terms, so minus 2 by m and minus 8m, we are going to apply am genuine inequality. So this is my a and this is my b. Then how can I write this as? So minus 2 by m, since minus 2 by m is positive term, then we can apply am genuine inequality, right? So minus 2 by m plus of minus 8m is greater than or equal to. So here by 2, if I transpose, it becomes 2 into, no? So 2 into square root of minus 2 by m into minus 8m. So clearly here mm gets cancelled. Now minus 2 into minus 8 is plus 16. So 16, when I take it out of square root, this becomes 2 into 4. So which is equal to 8. So this particular value's minimum value is 8. Right? Now since I need the minimum value of OP plus OQ, so directly I can write it as, so minimum value of OP plus OQ, OP plus OQ is, already this is 10 plus, so this whole value, its minimum value is 8, so 10 plus 8, so which is equal to 18. So the minimum value of this length OP and OQ is nothing but 18 units, right? So likewise we can find out the minimum value by using the concept of AM GM inequality, right? So thank you for watching.